Good morning. I'm making sure
Good
that
morning.
I'm making sure that I'm the same size. I don't want to.
All right.
I don't want
I
to
think it's
overshadow
working.
you.
It's working. It's working.
Yeah. Now it seems like we're the same size. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Demo Friday.
Happy Demo Friday. Are
I'm
you
excited
excited?
to see. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what you've cooked up for us.
But you, I have literally cooked up what you already did once. I just decided to, to show you how I did it. But for that, I'm gonna start sharing my screen.
Let's do it.
Screen. Okay, this one. All right. So I'm using this application. This application. Oh,
The
come
tool
on.
shop. I like it.
Yes. So
It's my
that's
favorite.
that's my test application. And the cool thing about it, I mean, you can test so much stuff here. It's crazy. Drop downs, all of the ranges, pictures. The creators of this have done an amazing job because it has alternative text images, so you can practice looking by alt text and all of that stuff. But what I was
Let me give a big shout out. Big shout out to Roy Decline. I think I'm saying that right, but he runs. I think it's TestSmith, it's the tool shop, but his consultancy is the TestSmith. So he does like trainings. He's not from
Okay.
the U.S., but I've been in contact with him for 4 years at this point. Just networked with him, and yeah, he has graciously built this site, shared it with the world, and I use it for a lot of my trainings as well.
I'm using for a lot of my trainings, but I'm using a lot for coaching when coaching people how to
Yeah.
write tests because this is amazing. But the issue which I had, you remember what happened a few days ago? I was reviewing code, and when it was failing, I found out that there is a way to quickly help people who gonna be running your code when you're on PTO, when you were, God forbid, sick, or maybe laid off, and they're left with your legacy. But for example, with this with this website, I did not mean anything specific. With this website, what's interesting is that okay. Well, first of all, let me check something, and let me show you something. If you try to get this,
Those are dev tools, right?
yeah. If
It's my favorite.
of course. But so I use data test ID for everything. It's data test here, but data test ID, right? And I was practicing with one of the my people who I
Mentees?
tried to teach. Yes, mentees. And I gave a homework to automate, clicking on all of this stuff. And a person, without thinking, automated this. Like find by data test. Oh, let me just. Oh, right.
Yeah, zoom
I can
in.
do
I
this.
can't see that.
Yeah. I did it.
Ooh,
So they were.
random ID.
Yeah. But so I knew that they would automate it. So it was like kind of, I set up them for failure on purpose.
Sure.
And I
Yeah.
loved it. And the next day, obviously, when we met, and I was like, can I see what you wrote? And he starts writing automation, and it fails. And he's like, what it is? And I'm like, can you debug this? And we spent 30 minutes on debugging because it couldn't click for him that it was the ID we changed. Because he would open the tools, he would be like, yeah, I grabbed this. And I literally like, are you? Are you? Look what you grabbed, But so if for example, we work with the application right now with IDs change a lot.
Yes.
And it's very important because the application we're working on, because of the different data sets, the different applications are created. And when you debug, it's just, and reproducing it manually, it takes time because there's a lot of data. And this one is easy, right? So this one also changes every day. But so if it wasn't changing, but adding a new one every day, and they would be a little bit different, how I would go and find the one which was, like 2 days ago or 3 days ago. And of course, yeah, you can go to like report and like go through all of that. But
Yeah.
what I loved about your code is, no, I already gave away what's gonna
I didn't see anything. I
You
didn't see
didn't?
anything. No, I wasn't
That's
paying
beautiful.
attention.
Okay.
I was watching your beautiful face.
Listen, this Friday is looking up. But so can you imagine that there is like hundreds of lines of code, the code you have never seen ever in your life. This is your first time debugging it. And you're like, okay, I'm going to just run it. And you start running it. And you hope for the best. It's just doing some of the things. You see what the bug was. And you could even see on what, let's say, like item or ID it was. And you're like, oh, wait. And you forgot to set up any, breakpoints. And again, you don't want to go to trace files. And let's imagine this failed, actually.
Okay.
What you did something like this. You just console log that. And when I ran it, and I know that it's so simple, but it's genius. Because then I was like, oh, wait, this is what failed. And I open it, and I go to the specific application, and I was so happy because I didn't need to think. I didn't need to look for it. It was right in front of my nose. And of course, you can set up that, it spits out if it fails or something. I went a little crazy and I was like, debugging helper, a function where, takes the page and takes the item name and then, prints that to the console log. But that was so simple and so easy and so helpful, especially, I think this is great when a lot of people are working on, if you're the only owner of your automation, you probably will not be doing it. But if there are a few people who working and, that they might have issues, this is just, perfect. Thank you. I was so happy.
And where that comes into play, right? You talked about context, right? For an ID or something that changes, right? Very helpful to go see that very quickly. But for our context that we're currently working on this project, it's 12 different pages, and you have to go one at a time. Fill out info, next. Fill out info, next. Oh, I missed something. Let me go back. Okay, next. Now I can keep moving forward. So knowing exactly where the problem happened, especially when it's not just one form. It's like, well, we have 6 different forms that ask different questions that have similar name pages, but they're all a little different. And then, there's also different versions of that. So it's like keeping all of that in your mind is very, very difficult. What I like to call these are, I left breadcrumbs for you.
I'm gonna
you
rename.
know about breadcrumbs?
Yeah. I'm gonna rename the
crumbs?
function.
Yeah. So, just, I think, what was it? Hansel and Gretel? Do you know about this?
I've heard about them.
Okay. It's like a kid's story, and 2 kids get lured into like a witch's house and she's like making candy. But if my thought is correct, I don't know. I probably need to go read this or ask ChatGPT.
Isn't it like about the heart becoming eyes or something? Maybe it's.
I'm not sure. I just remember they left breadcrumbs so somebody could find them, right? And maybe it was on accident. But anytime I think about anything in this very specific context that you might need to go back to later, I always try to leave some kind of breadcrumbs. That could be a console log. It could be something in the README. It could be a comment in the code if we have to do that. But there's ways. So,
but with this specific one, when IDs change and you gotta land on a specific tab on a specific application and with a specific ID. This was so beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. It's even better when you can just debug it and it gets you to that spot and then you can go explore. Like that's,
and you go and
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do with just good test automation, right? Should allow you to get to a spot that might take 3 minutes of manual setup. This automation tool just got you there in 20 seconds. And now you can go explore and dive in and figure out what's going on. So,
because you said it's a tool. You know,
That's
maybe
right.
some people look at automation as like a magical cloud of thing which finds bugs, you know,
Yeah.
and all of that stuff. But it's not. It's a tool. You can do the things we've done with automation.
Yeah.
Just create data. You know, like, oh, you know, we have an environment. We want to create data. You just use automation for that. The things we've done is yeah, it's amazing.
That reminds me of it's the workshop we did. The workshop you did with what was that? Automation and testing?
Probably. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Richard and Mark.
Yeah, yeah.
You remember doing that? I mean, that's what they talked about. It's
Yeah.
using your tools to assist in testing, and it's not just a test automation tool. It's a tool to help you do other things as well. And that was one of my big takeaways from that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Playwright, baby.
Playwright, baby. Where's my sticker?
That's where that was born.
I need to put
So
it
good.
on here, like Playwright, baby.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my demo. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention. You had something, or because we don't have much time left.
We don't have much time. I've been playing around some more with just Claude Code. I'm a big fan of creating things with AI tools that don't feel like AI. Right? You see all the caricatures and all the pictures. Like the big thing to do this week is talk to ChatGPT and create a caricature of you and everything it knows about you. And it's all that stuff looks AI generated. But I like to create stuff that doesn't look AI generated. Okay. So I will share my screen. I don't know how this is going to go. I just prompted this at the very beginning of this meeting. So I don't even know what's going to happen. But we're going to find out together.
I would be scared to ask ChatGPT to create my picture based on everything it knows about me. Live, I would be like, nah.
So what I've done, I've been playing with this tool called Remotion. And it's a tool where you can basically, it basically uses React components to create videos, and you can export them as videos. So it's how we made kind of the intro logo, and I've done some other stuff. You can see some of these other things, but this is the HowdyQA promo. I gave it a very vague prompt, so I'm curious what will happen. But I'm just gonna hit play. Let's just see what happens.
The audio? Are you sharing the audio?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if there's audio or not.
Okay.
We're just going to play it. We're going to play it. We're going to see what happens.
HowdyQA.
It's not quite my logo. Oh, no.
Scene 2.
Oh,
Scene
that's
3.
not good. All right. This is what happens when you give...
Scene 4. Get ready for
All
this.
right.
Scene 5. I can predict the next one. Let's say it together. Scene 6. 7. Well, that was beautiful.
Right.
I
Okay.
love it. That's why testers will still have a job for a little bit. Just for a little bit.
All right. Let me do this other one. This is one that I made, and I can't remember what my prompt was, but I wanted it to make an epic video of someone jousting bowling pins.
It's a Don Quixote. Epic howdy.
There it is.
But didn't you say that you like the AI which doesn't look like AI?
This doesn't look like AI. This looks like my kid made it.
It looks like your kids made it. I love this. Okay.
I'm not sure how it got to where it is. It was a poor prompt. I'll just be honest. But I had fun.
You written bad requirements. The developer did a bad job. Thank God we have testers here who can just return it back and say, no, the user is not going to love it.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your demo, Sergey.
No, thank you. Honestly, I think you won. Your demo won. I loved you way more. Well, next Friday, we'll have another demo, and next week we're going to have way more stand-ups. Probably talk about something cool.
Or the same amount. Anyways.
I love you. And
have a great weekend.
You have a nice day. Wait, I'll see you today later. What? Here we go. Yeah, I got it. Have a nice weekend.
See ya.
Bye.